Hey guys, it is Lainey. Today is awesome video all around. The first awesome thing is that the cover for Frozen Tides, the 4th book in the Fallen Kingdom series, has been released. I'm doing a cover talk on it. The second thing about this video is that I'm doing a giveaway. I have been looking for the perfect excuse to give away my 2 copies of Fallen Kingdoms and Rebel Spring, which is the first 2 books in the Fallen Kingdom series. I want to spread the love to someone else who hasn't read them yet. So for my giveaway, unfortunately it will only be US only, which it sucks because I've always kept my giveaways internationally opened. Because I'm going to Los Angeles in April and New York City in May, I kind of just need to not spend a lot of money on shipping, and I feel like I would be spending a lot of money on shipping if it was international. So unfortunately it is US only, and I'm really sorry about that. I feel really bad. It's a pretty simple giveaway. All you need to do is comment down below if you want to be entered, and I will be picking a winner randomly. I did not think this far ahead when this is going to end. It's going to be ending in a week. This giveaway ends March 13th, so it's on a Friday, so Friday the 13th, perfect time to end this giveaway. And what you'll be winning is Fallen Kingdoms in paperback, Rebel Spring in paperback, and as well as some signed swag that I received from Morgan Rhodes. I want to make this giveaway worthwhile for you, so you'll be getting some signed bookmarks, some business cards, some postcards. I only read them once, so they're in really great condition. So comment down below if you would like to be entered in my Fallen Kingdoms paperback giveaway. Now let's get on to the cover reveal. So I'm going to put a cover right here of what Frozen Tides looks like, and I will get into my full depth analysis in a minute. First impressions of the Frozen Tides cover. It is my favorite cover of the 4, and that is saying a lot because I've really loved Gathering Darkness. You can clearly tell that it is going to be Lucia on the cover. Each cover has featured a character. Fallen Kingdoms featured Cleo. This is coming from Morgan herself. I'm saying this because Morgan said it. Fallen Kingdoms features Cleo because of the ring that the character is holding in the front cover here. Rebel Spring is a little bit up for debate, and here's why. It's supposed to be Jonas, from what Morgan has said, but there's a certain account on Twitter called the Magnus Demora, who uses this picture as their icon. So while the Rebel Spring cover is red for Lemurian red, I'm still convinced it is Jonas. The 3rd cover features Felix. Again, this is what Morgan said on her Tumblr, I believe. Felix is a character we don't meet until the 3rd book. I kind of want the guy on the cover of Gathering Darkness to be Magnus, based on the fact that I have this awesome mini poster I'm convinced is Cleo and Magnus. Yes, this guy looks like the same cover of the 3rd, but you know what? There's probably a million brown, tattered cloaks, so to me this is still forever and always Magnus and Cleo. Let's start with my in-depth analysis. Clearly, it is Lucia. Her firepower is the most prevalent of the 4 elements of her elementia powers. There is a hawk in the background, which is always a hawk in every one, so I'm curious to know what hawk this would be, because towards the end of the 3rd book, obviously the Watchers kind of are starting to fall apart. When the Frozen Tides title was revealed, it kind of had a background of like this like Arctic, white, kind of snowy feel background to it, so I was thinking that that's kind of what the background of this cover would be. I'm not disappointed at all with the background. I'm guessing they're in Lemeros, which is the frozen kingdom where Magnus and Lucia are from. What I really love about this cover is the fact that this bright, intense fire yellow orange color with this deep emerald green color and the lightness of the white and the light blue and the gray just fits so perfectly together. I cannot wait to get this cover to put next to all of them because it's just gonna look so good. I'm happy that Lucia is on the cover, because if Cleo is on the cover of Fallen Kingdoms, then our main girls have all been featured. Who hasn't been featured technically is Magnus, so I really hope we can really tell it's him, or on the 5th or the 6th cover, which isn't even a thought in anybody's mind yet, but that's what at least I'm hoping. If you have been sticking around, I haven't really gotten into any spoilers yet, but this is the real spoilers, because I'm going to be talking about the synopsis, which I think is super important because I have so much to say about the synopsis. If you have not read all 3, you probably want to go away right now. Moving on to the synopsis. Cleo, Reeling after a bloody showdown in Lemeros ending with Amara's abduction of the water crystal and a vacancy in the Mitican throne, Princess Cleo must cast aside her feelings and look towards her kingdom with the eyes of a queen. I really like this description of Cleo for the next book because all since the ending of Falling Kingdoms, her whole idea is to get her throne back after King Gaius conquered Oranos. So I am really excited to see Cleo kind of step up into more of a leadership position than what she has been in the past, even though she's a great character and she's one of my favorites. So I really am really excited for her to kind of take control back of her kingdom because it is hers and she's been wanting this back for so long. Magnus's is, with the kingdom in chaos, Princess Lucia still missing and quite possibly in danger, and a shocking realization about Cleo. The steely prince is once again torn between love and duty, leaving him wondering whether he's strong enough to rule his people. I love this little mention of Cleo in Magnus's paragraph because I love them. Based off of their one makeout scene in Gathering Darkness, I have been telling the girls of the Carpe Librum book club that they need to make camp in the 4th book because it is long overdue. They have so much sexual tension and such good chemistry together. I feel like here in the 4th book they will be kind of joining forces together, trying to find the crystals. They need to work together. I'm excited for them to have more togetherness in it, whether it's romantic or not, just them being in so many scenes together as they kind of team up. Lucia's paragraph. The young sorceress has had her vengeance after the cruel death of her first and only love. Heartbroken and unable to trust anyone, she allies with the awoken fire god who also seeks revenge. Here's the thing about Lucia. She was a little bit of an annoyance in the first 3 books, but towards the very end of the 3rd book where she aligns herself with the fire god, I was really rooting for her. I really want to see her character develop more, and since I'm really feeling the very end where she's kind of embracing the evilness inside of her, I want to see her totally mess things up for everyone. I think I'm most excited for her character development because a lot of our characters have already had really extensive character development and she kind of hasn't yet, so I want to see this big like change in her. And I have faith in Lucia to be kick-ass in this 4th book. Jonas's paragraph. After escaping death by the skin of his teeth, the defeated rebel, along with a mysterious stranger, reunites with Princess Cleo only to find himself a mere pawn in a dangerous hunt for the elusive kindred. Okay, let me tell you about this paragraph. My eyes zero in on reunites with Princess Cleo. What does that mean? Reunites as in they're going to try to find the kindred together? Because I do like that idea, especially if Magnus is going to be kind of like this, they're going to do this odd team thing where they are looking for the kindred together, which I think would be really fun to read. While Cleo and Magnus have become my one true pairing, I am not mad about the great chemistry between Jonas and Cleo. Like, they have really great chemistry together. I don't ship Cleo and Jonas as much as I did in like the 1st and 2nd book, but I still really love their scenes together. And the last paragraph is King Gaius. Abandoned by Milena and betrayed by his own children, Gaius flees and sails to Cratia, where he attempts to ally with the famously brutal emperor across the Silver Sea. Let me tell you how excited I was when I read that paragraph, because I have been wanting to go to Cratia since Rebel Spring when Asher first came at the wedding. I just reread Rebel Spring and Cleo mentions that Mythica. Am I pronouncing the country Mythica right? Because I keep wanting to say Mythica, but there's no H. I want to keep saying Mythica though, because I think that sounds better than Mythica. Cleo compares her country to the Creation Empire, and she mentions that Mythica is pretty much a grape compared to Cratia, who's a watermelon. And I love that comparison because it really stuck in my mind, thinking, whoa, Cratia is way bigger. And then I was thinking, like, holy crap, Morgan Rhodes can totally do a whole series on Cratia and everything about Cratia, and I would totally read that, and I just got really excited. So it's interesting that King Gaius is sailing there with his tail between his legs, and then that opens up the throne for Cleo to take. It makes me wonder, you think it'd be easy for Cleo to take the throne back, but maybe if he's gone, someone else tries to take the throne, but who? I don't know. Yeah. I think that's all I wanted to talk about. What did you guys think of the cover? I would really love to know. So I hope you guys all have a really great day, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye!